for this afternoon. As we all know, the Miss Universe organization has not announced anything about its forthcoming edition. So while we wait for any updates regarding its next edition, various national pageant organizations around the world are busy crowning their delegates for the next edition. And one of them is Miss Universe Malaysia organization, which is set to crown its next delegate to the forthcoming Miss Universe via an E-Gala show this coming September 5. And who better way to talk more about this than the reigning Miss Universe Malaysia and the national director themselves. Please welcome, say hello to Miss Universe Malaysia 2019, Shweta Sekhon, and Miss Universe Malaysia National Director and Miss Universe Malaysia 2003, Elaine Daly. Hello, girls. Welcome to Sash Factor.
Hi.
Oops.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Thank you.
Hi.
Once again, we're live on Sash Factor Facebook page right now. So thank you so much for giving the time and effort in gracing this interview, Miss Elaine and Miss Shweta. It really feels good, and
No
we
worries.
feel so honored and privileged on our page to be blessed by your presences here on our show. Thank you so much. So, Miss Elaine, Miss Shweta, how are you? I read recently that there have been 48 new cases of COVID-19 there in Kuala Lumpur right now. So I really applaud your country in terms of how your government has been handling the COVID-19 situation there in terms of active case detection and close contact tracing. So how has life changed for you since the quarantine started?
Elaine, you want to go
Anyone?
first?
Yes, yes. Anyone can start. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I mean, everybody was affected by the pandemic, and I must say, you're right. Malaysia has handled it very, very well. We've got a very good Director General of Health who has, done an amazing job in making sure that the numbers just go down. And I must say that Malaysians, I'm very proud of our countrymen because we've all followed the rules and regulations, and we've been very, very happy with the results, and we are able to actually go out now and do have a little bit of normalcy in what we do, but we're still staying safe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. I feel that I'm truly grateful for having such a responsible government. And I think, like what Elaine said, all of us, we worked hand in hand, like the motto, like one for all for one. Times were tough since March, but I feel that we are all healing slowly. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure worldwide everything's going to be back to normal very soon. So, yeah,
I hope so.
I hope too.
What's it like in the Philippines? How are you guys doing there? No, not fantastic.
I wouldn't want to elaborate because it's too. We haven't flattened the curve. Let's just put it that way. We're
So,
still
so still, so still no mass gatherings and all
no
that.
mass gatherings. Even gyms are still closed here. Imagine. So that's how careful we are in terms of really containing the virus. So yeah, 4,000 new cases daily.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
I know. I've been reading the numbers.
Yeah, so yeah, but before we continue, Miss Elaine and Miss Shweta, can we greet our followers who are all tuned in right now? I think they're all Malaysians because of their surnames. Rosita Radzi is saying hi.
Hi.
Um, em- um, Greetings from Malaysia. Hi, Apa Kabar. I don't know if that's a
Apa
Malaysian name.
kabar?
Aber Kabar. What's that? You can
That
read the
means hi.
comment
Hi. How
section.
are you?
Oh, that's how are you? Oh, thank you, Miss Elaine.
How are you?
Ove
How are you?
Ros. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me that. Shane Morales Garcia is saying, Miss Shweta is so beautiful. She still looks beautiful and ready to compete in other pageants. Oh.
Wow. She has to finish
Yeah,
her reign first.
yeah. So yeah, she has to. Oh, Shweta, you're back again. Yeah, someone is commenting here that you still look as beautiful as ever as the day you were crowned Miss Universe Malaysia, and that she's hoping, and that
Oh,
he's hoping that you could compete in other international pageants. Yeah, you're still young. Yeah.
Yeah,
Carlos Sapurco, I think he's the one handling some of the Miss Universe Malaysia delegates right now, is also tuned in. Hi, Carlos
hi,
Sapurco.
Carlos.
He's the
hi.
one. He's the one responsible in training. Should I say the names already?
Yeah.
he said he's a Filipino and he's helping train some girls in your pageant right
Oh,
now.
really?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
In terms of everything, pasarela. See, there's so many Filipinos all over the world
All
sharing
over,
their
everywhere.
sharing their talent in pageantry, Miss Elaine. He says he's so excited for the E-Gala on September 5.
Yeah, we're very
Yes.
excited too. We can't wait. I mean, we were supposed to have our gala in March,
Correct.
and then the pandemic happened, and the contestants have been really, really wonderful and patient, and we've all been trying to figure out how to do this. It's been a little bit of a nightmare sometimes, trying to organize an e-gala, because it's something that we're not used to. I mean, it's unprecedented times, right? So we're very, very excited, and I think the girls are very excited as well.
Yeah,
I'm
I
curious.
can't
I'm
wait for
curious.
E-Gala.
Yeah, you can't wait. I'm wondering since this whole since since we are facing a pandemic right now and it has really changed the whole landscape in terms of how we live our lives right now. So how are you managing the stress that comes along with the job?
Um, I mean, I think we've all just got to be, very responsible, and take it within our stride. How to handle the stress that comes with it. It's not easy, but it's just got to be done. There's no two ways about it. Yeah.
Yeah. But you're coping very well. I see that you have been organizing a lot of activities, a lot of pre-pageant activities for the girls. So I think you are coping well. You are slowly coping well,
Yeah, I mean,
adjusting to it.
when they loosened up the rules a little bit, we could do some stuff. I mean, we still have sponsors sponsors obligations to fulfill. We still have the girls to look after. So we try to give them the opportunity to experience, what's it like being in a beauty pageant, amidst these times. Yeah,
At least we're learning something new right now.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. It stretches our imagination as to how we could pull this off even if there's a pandemic happening right now, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, by the way, another Filipino in Malaysia is tuned in right now. Thomas Jose Mendezona is also tuned in. He's also helping some Malaysian girls
Hi,
in your
Thomas.
competition right now. So yes. So you've talked about the E-Gala, and the
Yeah.
Miss Universe Malaysia is really drum beating an E-Gala coronation night next week. Can you tell us more about it and how did it all come about? Is it like a virtual pageant?
It's going to be like a normal pageant. So there will be a beautiful stage, and the girls will be able to show their wares on the stage. It's just that there's just no audience. That's it. There will be judges there. There'll be 8 judges, and 18 girls will be competing, and it will all be streamed live online at 5 p.m. On the 5th of September. Very excited. Have you got
So
your
that
ticket yet?
not yet, but I already asked for media accreditation.
Okay, okay, great,
Yeah,
great.
from Miss Sue. So hopefully
Sure.
she hasn't replied back. Yeah, but I see. Yeah, I saw the press releaser that for a ticket that you guys purchase, part of its proceeds will go to the to
The
certain
charity.
charity endeavors that that MUMO is
Yes,
has
yeah.
partnered
So
with in the past.
being part of a beauty pageant is all about giving back as well. So we thought that the the money that we get from the E-Gala, which is a very small amount. It's less than $4 per ticket, um, 15 ringgit for an early bird special, and we just thought that it would be a nice gesture to give part of the proceeds to a charitable home, a home who needs it, which needs it.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
is it going with what you said, Miss Elaine? Is it the reason why do you think it's still relevant or important to hold a pageant even during this time, even if we're just going to do it online via live stream?
Yeah, I think it's still very relevant. I mean, people need to look up to heroes, heroes who are women, and I think these times we need those figures to look up to, and of course, being a beauty pageant title holder, you are deemed a hero already, when you win, and she will have a lot of qualities that people would look up to and want to follow. So I think it's still relevant. It's a great thing to do. I mean, besides the fact that proceeds are going to charity, and kids are going to be able to benefit from this. But at the same time, I think the people out there, they are very, very. I think everyone's very excited to to have a show like this, to watch something, to forget about their woes, and watch Miss Universe Malaysia being crowned. So they have another hero to look up to. Hero.
Because as we all know, on a survival mode right now because of the
Yeah.
pandemic, right? So it feels like it's life and death situation. So there are some people who are criticizing why are they still holding pageants up until this time. But it's glad to note that with what you said, this is one way to give back to the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
And I yeah, and
There's many
Miss
different ways.
yeah, I think here Miss Universe Malaysia Facebook page is providing us all the details about the
Yes.
charity beneficiary of your ticket proceeds. It will all go to Lighthouse Children Welfare, which
Yes.
provides shelter for underprivileged children who were abused and came from problematic households. So yeah, nice, right, Miss Elaine?
Yeah.
So yeah. So this time, are you more excited are you really pumped up and excited as it all commences next week on September 5?
I am super, super excited. I can't wait to crown. We've been waiting since March, We've been waiting, and I think all the girls are getting restless as well. The Miss Universe Malaysia organization team, we're all very excited to have this gala happen. We hope it all goes smoothly, no technical issues. The girls, I have nothing to worry about. They're all pros already. They're all professionals already, and I'm excited to crown the next winner. And I think Shweta is ready to give up her crown. She's held her. Are you ready, Shweta?
Yeah, are you
Yeah,
ready, Shweta?
I am. I've been waiting since March. It feels like I met all of them at the press conference. I think that was the last, right, Elaine? The press
Yeah.
conference. And, they were so pumped up. They were so motivated. And they were asking me, how was my experience? How does it feel like? And I was just telling them that, when you're going to go for pageant week, boot camp week, you'll have, you're going to make so much of memories, friends for a lifetime. And then the pandemic happened. So ever since March, I have been waiting, and finally it's here. I'm a bit emotional, to be honest, because I'm so attached to my crown. But I know I'm not saying a farewell, like literally a farewell. I'm forever going to be here. But I feel it's time to let a new queen take place, like take my shoes. And I can't wait to see what she has for us. Yeah,
I
can't
think
wait
I
to see.
think Shweta has been the longest reigning Miss Universe Malaysia.
Yes.
By default. Yeah. Before I ask another question to Miss Shweta, there's a viewer here who's asking. View Tien Xiong is asking, is there a preliminary competition before the E-Gala?
No, there won't be a prelims. There won't be any preliminary competition because we decided not to have that live stream and to have it in the venue that we want to have it at. We can only have 35 people come. So, yeah, so that's because of social distancing and all that. So we decided not to have prelims at all.
So I'm sure the 35 people maximum will be undergoing safety and health protocols like rapid testing.
Yeah, yeah.
On
So that's why we decided not to have prelims.
But before you guys used to have.
Yes, before this
Oh
we used
yeah.
to have preliminary. Yeah.
Okay. So that answers your question, View. There will be no preliminary competition because of the pandemic, because of the
Yeah.
situation. So, but going back to Shweta, Shweta, I'm so excited to ask you, what has been the most favorite moment of your reign so far? Was competing in Miss Universe your ultimate dream?
Um, well, like I still remember telling Elaine when I went for auditions, I said I am so excited. I really, really want to wear the sash of Malaysia over my heart. And I still remember when we were registering and then we were given the sash. I was just sitting down there and just looking at it. And it was so I cannot describe how I felt when I saw that sash, but if I were to say, I have two moments. One was when I wore out my national costume because I was so excited to show the entire world, and the screams were just, I can still hear them till today when I walked out. And of course, screaming my country's name at the prelims, it was so amazing. It was like my moment. So yeah, these two moments, like throughout my reign, is one of the most cherished moment in my life. Like these 2 days, these two events, I would forever remember. But I feel that I have done so much over the months, and each of them are uniquely special to me. But these two just have a special place in my heart. So yeah.
Ah, that's nice to hear. You know,
Yeah.
for you to mention your national for you to mention your national costume, because I'm reading more about it. It was made by Miss
Yes,
Carven Ong.
Carbonol. Mr. Carbonol.
Yeah, the one who's responsible for the pre-pageant activity last weekend, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm so amazed by the inspiration that went with it because I was just going through your articles before. Yeah, so how do you feel that it was marred? It was marred, but with a controversy later on.
Um, to be honest, I understand the whole misunderstanding happened, but I just I just surrendered it to God. I was like, you know what? The main purpose we joined the Miss Universe stage is to introduce our culture, to introduce the inside story of our country
Absolutely.
out
Yeah.
there, and I had the absolute honor to do so. So I felt like I got the limelight. Hello, can everyone hear me? Or is it just me?
Yes, we can
Okay.
hear you. We can hear you. We're just
Okay, so
focusing on your face, giving you a solo
oh
moment.
yeah, I just scared. Like I just saw my face. Sorry, but yeah, I had the honor to explain my entire national costume, and although the controversy happened, never till now, till this very moment, I got a negative message, anyone demotivating me or something like that. But instead, everyone was so supportive, and a lot of people approached me saying that they never knew such culture existed, such amount of colors existed in Malaysia. So I felt like I was so blessed to have the opportunity to introduce my country's culture, the food, everything. So yeah, despite whatever happened, I'm still grateful that I had that opportunity. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice to hear. But looking back, Shweta, would you have done the same thing? Like really still correct Steve Harvey on air?
Yeah,
Or
I
would
mean,
you have remained quiet and let him kept his blunder?
of course not. I mean, come on. Imagine if I say, "Hi, Mr. Jack." Wouldn't you correct me? No, my name is Adam. I'm because when you go to Miss Universe, the girls, there are so many girls, you wouldn't remember most of their names. So each and every one of us are calling each other with our country's name. So my name for 10 days was Malaysia. So if someone is to
Yes.
call me another name, of course I would correct the person. And to be honest, the entire hall was screaming. They were like, no, correct him. So I had to do it. Of course, deep down I was like, oh no, again, because of what has happened in the past. But it's a normal thing. That's why I corrected him, because yeah,
Cause
who wouldn't?
but Miss Elaine, I want
Yeah,
to ask you. Yeah, I
yeah,
understand where you're coming from, Shweta. Yeah, if I were
correct.
in your shoes, I would have done the same thing as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, but yeah, Miss Elaine, to ask you, were you able to get a clarificatory message from the Miss Universe organization itself regarding this matter? Can you tell us what really
Well,
happened during
yeah.
that moment? Because up until now, we're still confused. You know.
Um, I did get a clarification. Paula did send me an email. I emailed her immediately after Shweta had um, called me and said, "What's going on? You know, we're hearing this thing, and it's all over Twitter that I didn't win and Philippines had won it." So you know, I sent Paula an email straight away, and she basically said that her answer was that Philippines had won, but Malaysia was um, the producing staff choice to showcase. So maybe that's something new, you know. So you know, I'll take it as it is, and you know, at the end of the day, I think we got Malaysia. We got to showcase um, Malaysia in a very big way. We had a lot of TV time, a lot of screen time, which was great. And you know, I think Shweta did a very good job. She held her head very high, and she did well. She did really, really well. Um,
Thank
just
you.
yesterday, actually, I was with Carvin Ong, and um, I'm not saying what it is, but he might be doing in the national costume again, and it looks
Oh,
amazing for 2020.
Woohoo!
So
I'm
yeah, you heard it here first.
you already have your national costume concept as early as now, while the winner hasn't been crowned yet. That's
Yep. It,
marvelous.
we wanna do better. We wanna top it, you know, top it up and do an amazing job next year on the Miss Universe stage.
So is it something traditional? Can you give us a hint? Like, is it something traditional or more like out of the box?
It's very out of the box.
Because you notice,
woohoo!
Miss Elaine, the national costumes in Miss Universe have slowly been showcasing out of the box concepts. You
Yes.
know, they're veering away from the normal traditional national
Yeah.
costumes that we've
I
seen
mean,
of
it's still
each country.
traditional. It's still traditional, but it's out of the box. It's an amazing concept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm wow, you guys have already have a concept as early
I'm,
as now.
The
Wow.
I'm
designers
just
the
I'm
designers are
just
very
wondering what's
excited.
happening.
Would Carven Ong usually be the one to do the national costume of the girls, or is
No.
just going to be probably this is will be her second time to
Yeah,
do
his
it
second time. Yeah.
because you were so impressed with what she did with Shweta last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I can't wait. So
So we have we
what?
have we have these questions here from Rosita Radzi, who's been
Yeah.
asking the same question many times. Why Malaysian women or Malay women can't join the pageant in Malaysia? It's by law, actually, Rosita, and you know there's nothing that we can do about it. Um, it's because of the bikini round. So that's why Muslim women are not allowed to join pageants in Malaysia. I think the last one was Era Fazira in 1994, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I hope that answers your question.
I want to ask something. So weren't you pressured? So weren't you pressured at some point in time for you to remove the swimsuit segment of the competition? of the Miss
No,
Universe Malaysia contest just to cater to a wider audience?
I mean, we could, but the thing is, she still needs to go to Miss Universe to compete. And at Miss Universe, you need to wear a swimsuit, you know? So,
Ah, yeah.
yeah, so we can't have it here, you know, and not and allow them not to compete in a bikini. But then when they go to Miss Universe, what happens? Unless Miss Universe changes the rules, then you know, then something can be changed. But as of now, it's because of the swimsuit and bikini segment, and that's why Muslim women can't enter.
Yeah, I suddenly remember what happened with Miss World 2013 edition back in Indonesia. Yeah, they were also the organization was forced to bring the pageant to Bali at the 11th hour because of the numerous protests that it got from its capital,
Right,
Jakarta,
right, right.
because of that component that beauty pageants are like, are a reflection or objectification of women on
Yeah.
stage. Yeah, but going back to the national competition, to the in that national costume error announcement. So I really think that you both handled it well with class and points. So you weren't traumatized with what happened in that incident.
I wouldn't say traumatized. You know, I was a bit disappointed, yes. But you know, we, as I mentioned, you know, we managed to achieve a goal, which was to showcase Malaysia's culture, and through the national costume, and we did that. We had, you know, we had Shweta explaining the national costume during the pageant, and you know, she put Malaysia on the world map.
Noted. Yeah. All's well that ends well, Ma'am Elaine. Right.
Absolutely.
For sure, even the Miss Universe organization did not want it to happen because everything could happen in a live show. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly. You know, so who knows what actually went on or happened, but you know, I accept Paula's clarification, and you know, we move on.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we move on and look
Yeah.
forward to the next edition. Yeah,
Yes.
so hopefully next year you guys might finally win this time around
Fingers
with
crossed.
no more
Fingers crossed.
errors. With no more
Yeah.
errors
No
involved.
more errors. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's shift gears a little bit, Miss Elaine and Miss Shweta.
Sure.
So the Miss Universe Malaysia organization got recently embroiled in a controversy not because of its own doing, where one of its former title holders made a gaffe about racism, about a particular sensitive topic on social media.
Yeah.
We read your statement about it, and we applaud you for defending the Miss Universe Malaysia organization with so much class. As an afterthought, how could you prevent similar situations from happening again in the near future? You have to answer
Hmm.
both.
Wow, I feel like I'm at Miss Universe now.
I know, right? Go on,
Uh,
Elaine.
no, I think, you know,
Because, yeah.
in the first place, it wasn't a gaffe. It wasn't a mistake. Whatever she said was not thought out properly, but she said it. So it wasn't like a mistake that she was sorry about or anything like that. And you know, how do I avoid something like this happening? You know, I just have to instill in the beauty queens um, the importance of carrying the title with pride, the importance of having a good attitude, the importance of having empathy, and I think that's I think that's the key here. You know, um, she was a former Miss Universe Malaysia. You know, everybody was asking me, can't you strip her off her title? Can you strip her off her title? We can't. I mean, legally, we can't do that because she's not in contract with us anymore. Um, but you know, what's been said has been said, and you know, I think the future queens just need to be very careful what they say because they are public figures, you know, and people look up to them. People, you know, want to hear what they have to say. So I just have to drum it into their heads. That's what I need to do.
So what you're trying to say, Miss Elaine, is that even when their reign is over, they still have to be careful with their actions because they
Yes.
still reflect the name of Miss Universe Malaysia.
Yeah, I mean, she'll always be known as a former Miss Universe Malaysia, and it's a title that, I had a lot of former beauty queens calling me up and asking me what's going on and all that. And, we hold the title very closely to our hearts. I worked very hard for my title. I've taken care of it. I made sure that, I joined the organization so that I can take care of it even better. And I think that's important, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
But to be fair, asked, did she ever reach out to the organization to apologize?
No,
No.
no, unfortunately
That's,
not. But we've got nothing to do with her anymore. She's not. We don't represent her. We don't. She's not in contract with us anymore. So she's free to do what she wants to do. But as an individual, I would advise her to just be very careful with what she says. And that's it.
I want to ask this question to Shweta. How important is it to be careful for beauty queens like you to maintain a certain image or decorum when it comes to your social media posts?
I feel that it's important for one to understand that it's not just beauty queens, because if you are on social media, you're an influencer somehow. And what's an influencer? You influence people around you, whoever that sees the posting that you do, your story. So that should be a social media ethic. Some says she had an opinion to give. I respect that. I appreciate that. But still, the base is you got to be responsible a bit. Humanity, I don't know, name it. For me, like, I feel that's not right. I'm sorry. I'm not apologetic about it. That's inappropriate. And me being the reigning queen, ever since I joined Miss Universe Malaysia organization, especially with Elaine, working with Elaine, she's so calm. I have been a very not rebellious, a very mischievous child myself. And Elaine has never once, like, scolded me in such a bad man. I would be honest, her mentoring session with me is like, she'll take me to a one corner and she'll ask me, like, okay, talk to me. Right, Elaine? She always would tell me, just talk to me like a friend. And never have I felt like, like I'm dealing with a boss. No, she was like a mother. She still is. So Mumo is such a family. I go back to a family. I love walking into my headquarters because they give you so much love. Although they see me every
Oh.
single day, I'm serious. It's like, although they see me every single day, but I whenever I walk in, they go like, "Hi," like they didn't see me for 10 years. So and every time, even our managers, I think it's just installed in a MUMO system, which is that they keep reminding the queens, and not just the queens, the runner-ups, all the 18 finalists, that we must always remember our grounds. And I feel that maybe you should always be down to earth, because, like I always tell in every of my interview, at the end of the day, your attitude defines your altitude in life. So always stay humble. That's about it.
Absolutely. Well said.
Right? Yeah.
Aren't you proud, Miss Elaine?
Super proud. My heart is bursting right now.
No, I really, really love them, because I know how naughty was I.
No,
How
lah, you're very good, lah.
I know I transformed. Trust me. I was just looking back at how much have I transformed ever since in March. Because a lot of people are telling me that you're such a beautiful queen, you're such a strong person. Teach them, mentor them, but little do they know how much of training I went through. And many people asked me if I got scolded by Elaine because she looks so strict. No, never. My own mom raises her hand on me, but never has Elaine done that. She would be so calm. If there's a problem, she'd be like, "It's okay, let's sit and talk about it. Let's see what we can do about it." Never. Even when the whole chaos happened at Miss Universe, like the national costume, the first person I called up was Elaine. I still remember. She told me, wipe off your tears. You're still a queen. Go out there. Be strong. Don't forget your mission, your goal. You're here from Malaysia. And yeah, I feel that I am who I am because of her and the entire Momo team. They mold us into such an empowered person, and I am because of them. So yeah, I'm just saying the truth.
Thank you, Shweta.
Uh,
I don't want to cry.
Mi-
Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna make me cry.
Miss Elaine, I'm curious to ask. Once you crown these girls, do you subject them to a lot of trainings in terms of social media etiquette,
Yes,
pasarela? Because yeah, going back to social media, the one we were talking about, uh, how important is it? Do you put these girls under strict social media classes, etiquette in terms of how they conduct themselves?
absolutely.
Uh,
I mean, we monitor their social media. Actually, there's been, I think, one or two former Miss Universe Malaysias where the organization also helped to handle their social media for them. But like Shweta and Kieran and all that, I knew that they were smart enough, to know what to post, to market themselves, to so yes, we are very strict in terms of social media, and we actually have a group chat for Shweta called Social Media Shweta. Um, we tell her what to post and what kind of hashtags to use and what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, what to take off, what to delete. So yes, we do. I
so
think
the
it's
form,
important.
so the former title holder in question probably never took the class seriously, or probably thought that okay, since I'm already done with my reign, I can do anything with what I want to do now, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. Before we continue, there are so many people coming in and throwing in their questions. Kylie is asking for a shout out. Hi, Kylie. Oh,
Hi,
probably not
Kylie.
from me. Very well said, Miss Universe Malaysia from
Thank
Brandon.
you.
Okay. There's another follow up question